Hello, welcome back. Got Scott Hagee with me on Localite today, and Scott's the owner of Pheasant Valley Winery, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, it's been about 6 years or so that you said you had your 6-year anniversary,
right.
And you guys have won some pretty substantial awards, regional and national. I think you even said too many to keep track of.
Right.
So what are some of the substantial ones that stick out in your mind?
Northwest Wine Summit is a regional award that Washington, Oregon, Idaho wines are judged, and we've done quite well with our organic Pinot Gris, organic Pinot Noir, with no sulfites. We stack up real well against all of the other Pinot Noirs in Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of your kind of signature wines, too, I understand, is the pear wine.
Pear wine, right?
And very popular with tourists.
It's a popular wine. We do it on the dry side, so it pairs up well with food, salads, cheeses. I like to serve it a little more chilled than a normal white wine.
Okay.
It's a great conversational wine for the summertime.
And you guys do the tours. I mean, people can come in there, you've got the full tasting room, and people can come in and experience it for themselves. Talk about your tasting room a little bit and some of the things that you guys are going to be doing this summer.
Well, yeah, we do a lot of tastings. Like you say, the tasting room is very comfortable. It's got a bar that came around the horn in 1908 into Hood River. It was a soda fountain in Hood River for a long time.
In a high school pharmacy or something?
Yeah,
right?
well, it wasn't high school pharmacy.
Or...
I think it was Barclay's Pharmacy.
Oh, okay. But it was their old soda fountain bar.
Soda fountain bar. We found it. My attorney told me about it. It was in storage, and so we pulled it out of storage, and the fella that owns it didn't want to sell it, so I store it for him at the winery.
Ah, well, that works out.
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful. I've seen it too, and I love your fireplace that you've got in there. That's
thanks.
That's a nice touch. But people can also stay the night, right? You guys have you actually had a bed and breakfast for a while, and you're still doing that, or?
Well, we're going to get back into it. When we pulled out all of the pear trees to plant the grapes, we needed a cash flow, so we turned our home in 4-bedroom, 4-bath into a B&B, and we had a guest house, 2-bedroom off to the side. So we did a bed and breakfast for about 8 years. And the wife really liked it.
Running the orchard and everything else.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right. So, and then once the winery got kicked in and going fairly well, we stopped doing the B&B. But we're remodeling now, and Gail enjoys it, so we're going to kick it back in again next year, or late this year, summertime.
Okay. And the B&B and the guest house, or just the guest house?
B&B and the guest house.
Wow. Okay. What do you think it is when you talk to tourists and just people that come out to your winery about the Columbia Gorge versus maybe other regions, and why wine and the Columbia Gorge has really been so popular?
I think the Columbia Gorge is so popular because we can grow so many different varieties of wine.
And is that just because we have dry and then kind of it gets a little bit more moist or wet? What makes it so unique for being able to grow?
Well, that's exactly it. It's cool on one end, it's cool on the west end, and dry on the east. Cool on the west end, dry on the east end. The Dalles, the temperatures in the Dalles, 100 degrees in the summertime, and big warm red grapes can grow there. Cab, Zen, Syrah. All of that stuff.
So heat is good for
grapes.
Heat
is great for grapes, but you'll grow a real weenie Pinot Noir if you put it in that heat. So Hood River is a lot better for the Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So you have to match the grape to the temperature.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely a unique growing area for the grapes.
It is.
But then what do you think, obviously the scenic beauty and wine seem to kind of, pair up, if I can, well, but what are people telling you? Why do they come here to experience the wines?
Well, it's the whole package. It's a group of people who are really outdoorsy type folks, have a lot of money to spend. It seems like wine's not cheap, so and there's great restaurants in Hood River and in the Dalles. The wines and the food are starting to pair up together. Mm-hmm. It's a great growing region for grapes, and people are seeing it. They're understanding it.
Well, you know what? That's about all the time we got for today. So
we're good.
Almost off the hook.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on. It was good talking to you and enlightening us a little bit more. So
appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure. So everybody, thank you for joining us. We will see you next time. Have a great day. John Compton here saying thanks again for watching. And remember, if you've got a guest idea, let us know. Just visit localite.com.